then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all. Peak flow.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Freeman again, a first down carry. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Could be four-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day. Hey, high 7. Hey, check. Check. Recon, 132.
Here's Ryan to throw. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 26-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Let him go.
To throw is Ryan. This will be caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bucky Hodges, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Check up. 1, 6, 3. 59. Mike's at 59. You don't want it. Pick up the ball. Mike's 5'9". Mike's 12. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Throwing on 3rd down. Lock. And he gets it to Funchess complete. Funchess is free. The 20. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Check out. 675. Go ahead. 65. Slam.
They'll run here with Mack. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Watch the slants. Watch the slants.
Here's the 2nd-year back out of NC State, Naheem Hines. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Check out. 180. 59. Mike's at 59. So don't say nothing.
Here's Locke. And he's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Eric Ebron, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's the second-year back from Southern Miss, Ito Smith. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
15. First down, Atlanta.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Get in the weight room.
Now Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. This is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Matt Ryan, his second touchdown pass of this opening quarter. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would.
Ryan Mack has the ball stripped.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops. Almost like it's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up
and avoids the turnover.
Check 24. Check 24.
Quo.
On second and a yard, Luck. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. He is a difference maker at the linebacker position. He had a pick 6 last year, remember it. But it's different for those guys, isn't it, than a corner or a safety?
It certainly is, because sometimes they're pattern reading, seeing what the receivers are doing. Sometimes they're spot dropping, just getting to a place on the field and finding the quarterback and going to the ball. But remember this, these linebackers, at one time in their life, a lot of them are running backs. And they love having the ball back in their hands and making big moves towards the end zone.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
3 bud. He's 11. On.
They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I have to admit I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Let's go, baby.
Check out. Reggie.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
That's it, baby.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
And an alley to run. Right through him.
Boom, bam, biff.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
You think you're going to get this? 11B. You think you're going to get this?
59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. 59.
They'll try the air now with Locke. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Easy, alert.
Check. Crunch.
From the red zone now, Locke. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Check.
12.
Watch out. Check, Mike.
11.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. 54's Mike. Check.
Here's Locke. And he's going to go down again. Deion Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long.
Check. Hey, Delta.
Back to throw. Locke. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, passed Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. You really can't see it in his leg. Maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard. That's about it. But as long as he's booting him the way he's booting him, keep going, big guy.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25
A reminder, coming up later tonight, a lot of buzz about this game. The Browns, they've been doing some travel. Back-to-back primetime games for them. Monday night they were in New York. Now the Browns head to Los Angeles to take on the NFC champs, Browns and Rams. An 8:20 kickoff Eastern time, 5:20 in California. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
And the judge does a nice job there of navigating and picking up some yardage. Remember, no Tevin Coleman in the backfield, so he's moved up in the pecking order, getting a lot of playing time for these Atlanta Falcons.
41. We've got to wedge that out. It's our time. It's our time.
From the 31, Ryan getting it out left side to Sanu. 30, 20, 10, and he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
I'm coming for you, son. Check 3. Check 1, son. Got it. Go get him. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check safety.
Here we go now with Smith. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Check nickel. 58.
Another try for Smith. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ito Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted,
blitz coming, and down he goes. Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
I will remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Hey, box drop. Check girls. 45's the 12. You don't want none. Hey.
To try again after the sack. Luck. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
12. Check Mike. Hey, Echo.
Focus, defense, focus.
Mike 55.
A shotgun snap for Locke. It got his man complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
11 feet. Hey, Haywood.
Out of the gun, Locke. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. So they declined the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
51.
Here's a give to Smith, and he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, bye-bye. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared.
Now Ryan connects with Sanu right side. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
22.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start on the ground with Hines. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd and 9, Luck. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. It's Desmond Trufant, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the...
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25.
Bring 90.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They begin the drive with Hines. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Adrian Claiborne, the one who makes the stop.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On second down now, it's Hines. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down.
Brings up third down and 12.
The Colts on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12.
Hey, check.
Check, 45's the mic.
Hey, seam 6.
Watch the pass. Here we go. 45's the mic. Hey, tight.
12.
Watch it.
12.
From the gun, here's Love. And he's got his man Burton. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pick up there on 20 yards.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they...
On first down, Hines. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
On second and 9, Luck forced out to his left. Ebron caught left side. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 at the Falcons' 36-yard line.
Check out. 675.
Mike, 54. What we got?
Shoot.
Check.
Monday. 12.
54's Mike.
Throwing is Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Love got an open man. That's Campbell. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And it's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now first and 10 at their own 24.
Check it out,
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. It's caught over the middle, Hooper. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield. 4th down, and the Falcons will bring on Giorgio Tavecchio to try the field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Let's go, Mexico! 11B! General West!
A run by Mack to start the drive. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 59, Mike.
From just shy of midfield, Luck. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. 12 yards there and a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On first down, it's Luck. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Deion Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Hey, check.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Mike
On.
Bandit. Slam.
12.
Now it's Locke. He's going to float this over the middle deep, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Colts on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 16.
Hey, check Mike 45. Watch the ship. Watch
Reggie.
the ship. Watch the ship.
Here's Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
59 right.
They can't hang with us. Back.
They snap it to Locke. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. But the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back.
Is a turnover on downs.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Freeman again. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
3rd and 2, now Ryan. And he's got Sanu. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
First down, Atlanta.
40. Like 25. Hey, check.
Watch the screen. Jim. Shit.
21. Hey, South.
Check 43.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Hey, right.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Clayton Gathers makes the stop.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. A give to Smith out of the gun. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. Tavecchio puts this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Edward, come on.
Luck on 1st down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Vic Beasley able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Throwing on 2nd and long. Luck. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
11Z.
Now Luck. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for the Falcons, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.